School can play a role in this because sometimes, even when you're trying your hardest, once your parents bring up the subject of grades, everything goes downhill. Your parents start asking about your grades, and then they say, "Oh my god, why aren't you doing good in your classes? Why can't you focus?" They start to call you a failure and trash and very useless. They say these things not knowing how it affects you, and they end up putting all their anger out on you, making you a punching bag. They do all these things not knowing what you're really going through, and some parents don't even care because they think they give their children everything in the world to make them happy, but they don't really understand how hard it is to try so hard every day to please their needy pleasures. Living every day and waking up is a huge achievement for those with mental health issues, whether it be depression or anxiety or any other form. Because just living in this world we created today, it's really hard for us teenagers to deal with all that's going on in the world, and parents don't give that much credit. Also, when there are problems at home and arguing and all that, it becomes really frustrating because all you want to do is just feel at peace for once. But instead, you need to put your earphones in listening to music to distract you from a noisy household that just can't understand how hard it is to keep on trying this hard. Sometimes you feel like you aren't doing enough, but in reality, you are actually burning yourself out from all the work you try to put in even when you're exhausted. Sometimes you even start to question life and trying to reach these high expectations your parents put on you, just so they can brag to others, not even caring about your own opinion on things. All these things can make you feel inhumane and useless because all of these things they make you do without your own consent. And you start questioning if your opinion even matters at this point because they don't want to listen to what you have to say. Even if it's really important, you're just trying to tell them you aren't feeling the best lately, they just won't understand. So you keep it all to yourself, and it starts to overflow till you are burnt out, exhausted, and just can't take it anymore. So you keep smiling so no one finds out what you go through on a day-to-day basis, because most people just won't understand, and most will not care and ignore how your parents treat you.
I wish my parents knew that school isn't as easy as they think it is, and getting A's and B's is easily achievable if my mindset isn't in the right place right now. I wish I could tell you why or what's wrong with me, but I'm scared to, or it might not come out right.
Mental health is something that I've always struggled with, and I continue to struggle with to this day. Ever since COVID began, I ended up spiraling out of control within the confines of my room. No one knew until it was albeit too late. Mental health is so constantly overlooked, especially in the educational system. During 11th grade, where most colleges do take note of and focus on, my grades plummeted as I experienced breakdowns and constant depressive mood swings every single day. Yet, I know that no matter the mental illness that I went through, the colleges that would ultimately look at my grade would pay little to no heed to it. It didn't matter whether or not I got this grade because of my real-life predicaments. It didn't matter that I improved and was able to grow from the mental illness that plagued my life. I soon realized mental health wasn't a valid reason. In the end, it's unfortunate that mental health is constantly overlooked, and those who do end up succumbing to it are permanently silent so they can't speak. But even so, hopefully mental health can finally be acknowledged for once in the educational system. So yeah, mental health means a lot to me.
As a senior this year, I faced many mental health struggles. I was often very depressed and lacked motivation. There were many days I felt as if life was against me. Though as time progressed, what I found helpful was talking to others and really doing things I enjoyed doing. Mental health is the thing I really started to realize was important and should never be put aside. As a teen, if we aren't able to balance our physical health and mental health, it can really take a toll on us. So, as a person who's experienced this, I really say the best thing to do here is seek help and talk to others.
My mental health, it's not the greatest, but it's not the worst. The reason being is I'm usually pretty lonely outside of school. It is kind of my fault too. I hop around friend group to friend group. I don't really have any close friends. After school, I just go home, do my own thing. I don't need to deal with any drama or stupid things, but once in a while, it's nice to have people to talk to.
It's been a consistent up until high school. It was fine up until sophomore year. I became extremely depressed and anxious trying to handle sport in school. Junior year was easier because of online schooling, and I have more time to prioritize my mental health. Senior year is fluctuates. I'm confident about some things and not others. Overall, I would say I'm doing bad, but I have been better.